What's up, Cougs? Welcome back to another episode of In the Game. I'm Russ, and today we're going to be talking about the University of Houston Cougars and their 2024 NCAA tournament run. This 2023-24 season has been the definition of successful for U of H so far. From running the Big 12 regular season in their first year in the conference to finishing being ranked number 1 in the nation and currently having a 32-4 record, the Cougars have been flourishing. Some concerns did come to fruition, though, when Houston lost the Big 12 championship by 28 points to Iowa State. After a dominant 86-46 win against Longwood in the first round, Houston seemed to be back on track, but more pressure revitalized itself when Houston faced Texas A&M in the second round of 32 in Memphis. After U of H narrowly beat A&M back in December by 4 points, many quote-unquote experts picked the Aggies to upset the Cougars in the game. Houston dealt with foul trouble as all 5 starters picked up 2 fouls before halftime. In the second half, senior guard LJ Cryer and junior forward Javier Francis fouled out, thinning scoring and defense for the Cougars at the end of regulation. More angst and worry surfaced for Houston fans when senior guard Jamal Shed fouled out with 18.2 seconds left in overtime. The Cougars ultimately persevered thanks to great defense and senior guard Ryan Elvin hitting a key free throw down the stretch as they won the game 195 to advance to the Sweet 16. Sophomore guard Emmanuel Sharp was unconscious in the game, scoring 30 points, making 7 threes. Games like that have been a theme for the Cougars this season. Finishing a job when it's not perfect and when adversity is inevitable. From losing key players this year, such as sophomore wing Terrence Arsenault, to freshman big man Joseph Tugler, Houston has had to deal with a next man up mentality. Losses in their first 2 conference road games against Iowa State and TCU back in January cast initial doubt in the Cougs' championship hopes. But in the 20 games since, they have a 19-1 record. Key factors of Houston's success comes from the Big 12 Coach of the Year Kelvin Sampson and senior guard Jamal Shed, who was named both Conference Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. Known for an identity of grit, toughness, and physicality, U of H prides itself in having a top defensive program. For the season, Houston ranks number 1 in the country in points allowed, giving up only 57.7 points per game. U of H also ranks 11th in offensive rebounds per game, known for their ability to create second-chance points. Statistics are an important measure, but production is what ultimately leads to winning at the highest level. This upcoming matchup against Duke will be U of H's biggest test yet. From the brotherhood tradition and the prestige of NBA alumni Duke has produced, U of H may be viewed as an underdog despite being a number 1 seed. The game plan for Houston may sound simple, but the key for them to advance to the Elite 8 should be to control the matchup. Duke is a fast-break, flashy team oriented on the three-point shot and their guard play. Houston's best offense has been their defense this year, and in their 5th Sweet 16 game in a row, in order to win, they have to impose their will defensively. After making the Final Four in 2021, losing the Elite 8 in 2022, and in the Sweet 16 last year, Houston needs a championship win. To make it there could be deemed as a successful season, but after losing championships in the 1980s with the 5-slam Pajama squad led by Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon, Houston fans want to win it all. Pressure is there, but pressure also makes diamonds, and the type of diamonds that Houston basketball wants is one centered with a ring. Make sure you check out the Cougars take on the Blue Devils this Friday at 8:40 p.m. on CBS. That's all we have for you guys today. Thank you for watching another episode of In the Game. I'm Russ. Go Cougs.